All right, everybody. I have Dion Brown with me. He is a clinical therapist and he is a great friend of mine. And I just wanted to introduce you to the world on what great services you have, Dion. Can you name the title of your company for me, please?
Sure. My practice is DJB Therapeutic Solutions LLC.
Where are you located?
I offer services to clients out of three different locations. I usually see clients in Baltimore, Silver Springs, Maryland, and Upper Marlboro. So I typically cover the DMV.
Okay, awesome. Your topic and presentation was self care and stress management. How important is self care to someone on an everyday basis?
Sure. Self-care is incredibly important in my work with clients, whether in secular settings or religious settings. I found that a whole lot of people are just, busy in this fast-paced society and world, and they are typically neglecting themselves a lot and not taking time to take care of themselves until they break down, unfortunately.
Okay, and so when they break down, give me an example of such. For instance, how do I know if me being so busy, what are some indicators that someone should look for and or triggers to start handling self care?
Well, I can give you a specific example. Actually, one of my clients is a executive director over a huge organization, and she travels a lot, and she does a tremendous amount for her family and the community and her church members, etc. But she came in to see me because she noticed one thing. She noticed was that she was irritable. She was snapping a whole lot. She was getting depressed. She wasn't eating well. She wasn't sleeping well. So typically, some psychological indicators that people aren't doing too well with self-care, we look at sort of like what we call their psychological vital signs. So we look at how well they're sleeping, their eating patterns, their energy, their motivation, their concentration, their mood. When friends and loved ones start to notice significant shifts in those domains, that they go down, then that's usually an indicator that someone's not taking good care of themselves.
Okay, great. So I guess we should listen to those people who are close around us that are telling
Absolutely.
us who that we're not the person that we used to be.
Certainly.
Okay. So what are some positive indicators? How could I positively start taking care of myself and start bringing back myself back to balance?
Sure. Well, first, let me say, when we're talking about self-care, it is intentional and it is deliberate self-care. You have to put forth energy and effort to take care of yourself well, because we all deal with stress. We're not going to be able to escape stress. There are going to be stresses all around us. So there's a number of different ways to take care of ourselves. Um, I have 10 what I call the 10 top self-care strategies. I can give those to you now if you want.
Sure.
One of course, number one is to make sure you get enough sleep. Adequate sleep is important. You're not going to function too well. Number two would be to maintain proper nutrition. What we put in our bodies, and you know this well, what we put in our bodies, what we fuel our temples, our body becomes pretty important. Um, Again, I know you're gonna love this one. Number three would be exercise regularly.
Yeah, I
Make
like
sure we're
that.
getting in, make sure we're getting in our fitness, our cardio, our strength training, our stretching, and other methods of taking care of our bodies. Number four would be maintaining good social support. Some people don't have a lot of people in their lives who can be there for them, to help them, to support them. So a good support system is good. Number five, find hobbies, find some things that you like to do, things that interest you. You can spend some time doing those. Number six would be to pamper yourself. I tend to be a fan of massages. I try to get one at least every quarter. My own form of pampering myself. Try to keep your mind sharp. Reading, keeping up on latest information, materials, going to events, conferences, seminars, things to just trigger your mind. Number eight, trying to maintain a good attitude. And I know that's kind of difficult in the culture in which we live in society, but trying to keep your mindset in a good place. Number nine, I would say, would be to protect one's emotions.
Hmm.
And sometimes that may require going maybe to see someone like myself to get counseling to work through some difficult emotions. And number 10, people who are connected to some sort of spirituality, I would say to maintain their spiritual practice because that helps keep a lot of people grounded.
Okay, so now that's a good point in a segue with the 60-day challenge. We speaking about how everyone goes through the same psychological profiles as someone who runs a marathon, where you get when you start a new project, where you get excitement, you get you feel like you're isolated, you feel despair, you feel like you want to give up, you feel like you hit a wall, but you keep going, you keep pressing, so you can actually win your race. During our process of a 60-day challenge, or any project, when they feel like they want to give up and they do feel a sense of withdrawal or a sense of despair, what are some self-care tactics or some self-care initiatives we could do in order to boost ourselves up to keep going?
Sure, that great. I'm glad you asked that question. So I'm actually going to give you for free a
Thank you.
therapy. Sure, a a a therapeutic technique that we use, and it's called positive self talk. Positive self talk. So when a person gets to those goes through those stages and those levels and despair and those other emotional things that they're dealing with, positive self talk pretty much is what it is. It's actually what it says. The title. It's really an individual taking time to talk to themselves, typically out loud, to build up their own drive, their motivation. I usually, for example, encourage my clients to go in the mirror to speak life and speak positive affirmations to themselves to help, I would say, to help kind of speak them into a place that they're not feeling at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
So that's a pretty much positive self-talk. So an individual can use that technique all by themselves without social support. It may take a little while for their emotional sphere to change, but if they do it with enough practice, it can help them a lot.
It's funny because everyone has their internal coach that they fail to bring out when they need
True.
to, and we're quick on telling ourselves what we're not, but it's hard sometimes to tell you what you are and what you could be, and it seems like it takes more effort in order to do that. What impact does stress have to the mental psyche of a person?
Sure. Well, like I said earlier, we all have stress, so we're not going to escape stress. And I'm going to answer your question. Let me say, not all stress is bad stress.
Right.
Okay. We have eustress, EUSTRESS, which is a more positive type of stress that helps motivate us and push us in a positive direction. Often we are disabled by what is called distress. Distress is the dysfunctional type of stress that causes us to be paralyzed and not be able to move. Now, some psychological things that can happen with too much stress. Obviously, people who are overstressed, they get depressed, they get angry, they get sad, they feel overwhelmed and mentally just overloaded and just a general feeling like they cannot cope and go on.
Dion, I want to thank you. Before we go, tell us your name of your company one more time.
Sure, it is DJB Therapeutic Solutions, and you can find my website at www.djbtherapeuticsolutions.com, and my email is info at djb, that's Derek Joy Boy, info at djbtherapeuticsolutions.com. Like I said, I'm in the DMV. I do individual therapy, seminars, workshops, and you can see a lot of that information on my website as well.
Brother, I want to thank you. Thank you for reaching out and first of all taking the time to discuss this with all the participants and those people that are attached to Live More Daily. We're trying to build healthier lives and healthier communities one person at a time. And with your information, I really believe that's just another tool that they have to become stronger and healthier individuals. I want to thank you again.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. It's been a pleasure.